Imagine you are a teacher in America 300 or 400 years ago. For starters, you were probably a man. You also didn't have many students, as most of them were taught at home, if at all, and the students you did have probably spanned a wide range of ages. During the long school day, you focused on reading, writing, religion, and simple math, giving students the basic skills they needed before they entered a trade or took over the family farm. And you probably kept a paddle handy. The schools in our country may have had modest beginnings, but as the nation continued to grow, so did the educational system. The American Common School period of the mid-1800s led to a widespread free education for many. Various educational pioneers helped to establish common schools for everyone, though schools remained segregated racially. In addition, educators began to define set curricula, to write and print textbooks, and to establish land-grant colleges for higher education. By the end of this period, children could start school at kindergarten and take it clear through to college, a far cry from starting at age 7 and ending in adolescence. The American Progressive period at the turn of the 19th century witnessed the Industrial Revolution and a move from farms to cities. Teachers became trained professionals and formed unions, and many more women became teachers as they gained more rights. Schools shifted away from standardized curriculum to individualized instruction. During this time, John Dewey developed his focus on problem solving, critical thinking, and student interaction. In addition, Maria Montessori developed her own method of teaching where children direct much of their own learning, a method still used in many Montessori schools today. The 20th century saw tremendous advances in education, particularly in regard to equality. The great Supreme Court case, Brown versus the Board of Education, led to the desegregation of public schools. Busing, bilingual education, the Equal Opportunity in Education Act, otherwise known as Title IX, and the Education for All Handicapped Children Act served to make education available to everyone equally. New programs such as Project Head Start were put in place to help children from low-income families to enter the educational system and be successful. In addition, world wars and a Cold War increased the need for an educated populace to help keep America competitive. This has led to an emphasis on science and math education that persists to this day. Today, schools continue to evolve. One obvious source of change is the infusion of technology in the classroom. The computer revolution has culminated in classes with laptops, smartboards, and even whole virtual classrooms. In addition, a shift to more uniform educational standards has led to more accountability and increased reliance on standardized tests. Whether it's a new educational theory or a national law, teachers must be aware of the outside influences that help dictate their curriculum and their responsibilities. But regardless of the mantra of the day, a teacher's first responsibility is always to find the most effective way to help his or her students learn. Think about what is happening in your city, your state, your country, and the world right now. How do you think these events are changing how children are taught? What changes do you see happening in the field of education in the next 10 years? How will the profession be different by the time you enter it, if you so choose?